Look, 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 look. Don't mind the bed head, because we have a package. This package from Teak Tuning. Okay, this is an important package. There's a really high chance that this package right here will disappoint me, but there's also a small chance that this is a life-saving revolution in my eyes for the fingerboard industry. So what we have right now are some fingerboard wheels. Now if you don't already know, there's all different types of fingerboard wheels. We've got plastic wheels, urethane wheels, nylon wheels, cart wheels, which are my favorite currently. Urethane and nylon wheels, expensive stuff, right? Because they're good quality material, good feeling stuff. And right here, Teak Tuning, they made urethane wheels. You know, they're not on that plastic wheel stuff anymore. They made urethane wheels. And the most mind-blowing thing is that they cost like half the price of top tier urethane wheels, maybe even less, or like 20 bucks. So I'm just really excited. There's a chance that these might just feel like normal plastic because it's so cheap. We don't know yet. That's what we're here to review. There we go. So there were multiple colorways. I wanted to get the white, but they sold out immediately. So I got the very last vanilla colorway, glow in the dark. They're supposed to be white, but they were in the package, so they're glowing green right now. And right from shaking it, don't know whether it's because of the casing, but it does feel a little bit plasticky. I can kind of hear the urethane in it. Let me try and expose this to light to see if it'll lighten up, because I want to see like the whiteness of it come out. The last time I did a fingerboard video was for this setup. It's my main setup right now. I've been skating it almost every day since then, and these wheels are like super cheap plastic wheels, and the bearings have gotten bad, so can't wait to replace them with these wheels, which are still glowing green a little. I'm sure it's fine, but yeah. Okay, nothing else was inside this package, which makes sense because I only ordered one thing. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, there's an extra sticker there. There's a brown Teak Tuning sticker, an extra blue Teak Tuning sticker, very cool. I have so many Teak Tuning stickers now. Okay, pop that sucker out. That's kind of cool. Okay, the cap is 3D printed. It's supposed to look like a giant wheel. It has the logo on there and comes with a white Teak Tuning sticker, which I have like a ton of these. Let's go right ahead. Pop this sucker open. Oh wow, that's a loose cap. It's actually kind of cool packaging. We have this little test tube thing. Let's get these wheels out. Feeling them for the first time. Okay, okay. I can feel some roughness in them. Okay, they're definitely not plasticky. I have elastico urethane wheels here, and they're quite plasticky. But they do squeak, they're fine. These seem a little rougher than that, which is very cool. Okay, let's get a little sneak peek of these wheels. You guys see that? Look at that. Still very much glowing, because it's been in the dark for a while. It's lightening up now that I'm taking it out of the packaging, I think. So I'm gonna put these wheels onto this setup and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I put the wheels on, and as you can tell, it is nighttime because I had a really hard time setting up these wheels. One of the wheels kept on getting caught in the hanger and stopped it from spinning, so I had to make a custom spacer right in there in order for this thing to actually spin correctly, which I actually did a really good job on, so that's great. And I also ended up somehow scorching this wonderful deck. I love this deck so much, and yeah. So a lot of unfortunate things, and so far a pretty bad impression, as well as the fact that these wheels took forever to break in. Like, they literally just broke in. But for real though, these wheels just literally would not spin. They were just stuck. The bearings were so bad. But I'm a pretty stubborn person, and I have a very strict way of liking my fingerboards. But so far, I will say that these wheels are probably not the most aesthetic shape, but the urethane quality itself is not bad for the price. You can also tell that these wheels are supposed to be vanilla, so like an off-white color, but they're still glowing green for some reason. P.S. if you couldn't tell, I burnt the deck because I tried to expose the wheels to some light, which didn't work, obviously. I noticed that these wheels are like a slightly bigger size than a medium wheel. I compared them to some of the other wheels I have, and they're definitely a mini bowl. They're almost the size of fingerboard bowl wheels, but they're not really. So I'm gonna give this a test for a couple days, and I'll check back in later when that happens. Alright, it has been a few days, and this is what the Apex wheels look like now. Let's talk about what I liked, and also what I was disappointed with, because I want to be honest with you guys. Let's start right off the bat. Do I like these wheels? Are they good wheels? Also, the shape of the wheels is very basic. I don't think there's a bearing lock system, so these bearings could easily slip, I think. They're just overall a very square shape, and sometimes some companies can get it to work, but for some reason the shape on these wheels made it feel very clunky, especially since the bearings were not very smooth. They took a really long time to break in, and even after breaking in, they don't roll very smooth for that matter. They do roll okay though, but that's if you're being very light with it. Once you actually start to put pressure on it, you're setting up for a trick, it makes that sound, and you can feel the friction. Once you put pressure on the bearings, it just stops rolling well, which is really disappointing because I had high hopes for this wheel. Maybe if I changed the bearings, this wheel would be better, but so far I haven't tried that, so if any of you want to try that, let me know what happens. What I really liked about this wheel though, and I thought this factor was going to be the worst out of all the things that could happen to this wheel, but it wasn't, and it was the urethane mix. It is a 71 durometer. I have a set of Elastico wheels over here, and this is also 71 durometer, but they mixed it different. This one's a little bit smoother, and this one has a bit more grip on it, and I like having grip on my wheels, and I really enjoyed that. So it is really a shame that the combination of the shape and the bearings kind of made it not feel very good. The shape could work out, I think, as long as the bearings were better and maybe add a bearing lock system, but of course that would make it more expensive. But I really do like the grip on these wheels. So it doesn't run smooth, but I like how it grips, so it's a really conflicting feeling. And another thing that I'm really disappointed about is that these were supposed to be the vanilla colorway, so they were supposed to be like an off-white kind of clear, and it's finally starting to get to that color, but that's only after like 4 days, and that's kind of not cool. They're still very green, and Teak Tuning advertised these wheels as a glow-in-the-dark wheel. I think a lot of the Apex wheels are glow-in-the-dark. And let me tell you, right off the bat, when I opened the packaging, I tested it out. These things do not glow in the dark. They just don't. I've tried everything. I've tried basking these wheels in the light while I just like do work on my computer, and these do not light up. I've tried to recharge these things. I don't know what happened. Maybe mine are defective, but if that's happening to most people, that's going to be kind of disappointing. But overall, yeah, that's what I think about the wheels. Great urethane, okay shape, really bad bearings. I do have these wheels on tech deck trucks, however, and I think that these wheels will roll smoother if they were on something else, because I know that the hanger is very square and there isn't much room on the axle to put the wheel on, so I think that it adds a little bit of friction. More professional trucks have a rounded off hanger, and those are better for these kind of wheels. Would I recommend getting these wheels? If you like glow-in-the-dark urethane wheels, I think it might be an experiment, but overall I don't think it's worth it. I would have said it was worth it a few days ago, but they changed the price of these wheels. When I bought these were like $23 something. They've changed to like $31 now, and it's not worth it in my eyes. I'm being very critical in this video, but I actually checked the website on Teak Tuning, and they moved it back down to $25, and I would say that it is worth it. Despite my unpleasant experiences, I actually do kind of like these wheels. They are really good urethane wheels. They do miss that slight premium feel you have with other professional urethane wheels, but it's not that bad. I think if you just put these on a nice set of trucks, they will work great for you, which of course is a downside because you need to invest in some nice trucks. because I think the biggest driving factor of these wheels, at least for me, was the price. I know that this is only going to be a limited supply, and this is the first time Teak is doing urethane wheels, so they have lots of time to improve on themselves. Oh yeah, and here's a squeak test. It's pretty good. It's not too loud, but it's not too squeaky. And I think it's pretty good. But otherwise, they're still really fun. I still have these wheels on my setup. Let's get a little session in. Thank you so much for the love, guys. Make sure to smash that like button. I'm off to Ottawa. See you next week.